Alright, yo, what's up, everyone? Welcome back to a brand new video. So today I'm going to be going over my review for Nosferatu. So I saw the film last night. I'm recording this on the 10th. It came out here in the UK on New Year's Day. So I'm a bit late, but nonetheless, yeah, I got around to seeing it. Now this was my first ever time watching a horror film in the cinema, and it's 50-50 on whether I coped well or not. I don't think I'm in any rush to see a horror film again in the cinema, because there were quite a few points where I was kind of looking like this. So it is what it is. I'm just not one of them people. I can watch most horror films completely fine at home, so it just is what it is on that part. But so now into my actual review and thoughts. I loved it. I thought it was great. It's by far my favorite like adaptation and story for Nosferatu and Dracula. I thought it was told really well. The pacing was really good. There was nothing that felt like it was kind of pointless, or you know, like there was nothing, no, I don't know how to describe it. Like there was nothing, there was no like bloody scenes where it was like, oh, he's going a bit extra here or anything like that. I mean, I personally feel like you can really tell that this is Robert Eggers' passion project, project. Um, like you can tell he worked really hard for this and put everything he could into it. I thought everyone's performance was incredible. I've heard the two people that I've heard kind of some negative things about were Nicholas Hoult and Aaron Taylor Johnson. I thought they were both really good. There were some pieces of dialogue from Aaron where I was like, you're British and your British accent sounds really, really forced. So that's my only negative. I thought Nicholas Hoult was great. He was in it a lot more than I was expecting for some reason, because obviously Ellen is meant to be kind of is the main focus of the film, her dynamic with Orlok, but I thought he was in it. Yeah, I just was expecting him not to be in it as much as he was, and I thought, I saw it with my dad and my brother, and we were talking on the journey home about how it was actually nice how we got a lot more of Thomas or Jonathan Harker or whatever adaptation, but we got more of Thomas's actual journey to the castle, instead of just he gets an offer and there's a count that wants to buy a house. Oh, he's at the castle. Whereas we got him traveling and he met spoiler alert, he met the gypsies and they were kind of warning him, don't go to the castle and stuff like that. And then the way that whole scene was shot, when he gets to the castle and Orlok's there and he walks away, he's walking up the stairs and Orlok's there and then he's not, and he's phasing in and out around from Jonathan. I thought that was all really well done. Yeah, you cannot tell it's Bill Skarsgård. Like, there's nothing about the way he looks, sounds, anything. Incredible. The makeup design and prosthetics and all of that, and the training that he did for his voice just is phenomenal, and kind of my hat's off to him. Willem Dafoe was good. He brought a bit of light and stuff to the film. Like, I felt like whenever he was kind of on screen, I could take a deep breath and calm down and stuff and await the next scare or whatever scene. And then, I mean, without trying to delay it much more, Lily Rose Depp was incredible. Any scene that she was in, I was just uncomfortable because I didn't know what to expect. Like, I personally feel like, although I was scared at points and stuff and didn't want to look at points, I feel like I'm like the target audience. So if you're getting someone that kind of watches it and goes, nah, it wasn't scary, nah. Like, I can imagine from a filmmaking perspective of making a film like this, you would want some people to be like, oh, that actually took me by surprise, and kind of, although I knew this was going to happen, I didn't know when, and it like, and all that. So, I think it is probably one of the only, if not the only, films that I've seen where even though it did scare me, it didn't turn me off of liking it, if you know what I mean. Like, I feel like I've got a, with some films, it's like if it makes me feel uncomfortable or whatever, that actually really turns me away from it. Whereas with this one, I was like, oh, I'm petrified, but I can't stop watching. So from that point of view, it did what I feel like it kind of set out to do. Um, I mean, the cinematography. I think the cinematographer for this has done all of Robert's films. I've only seen this and The Lighthouse. So hopefully I'll get around to watching The Witch and The Northman. But yeah, the visuals in this were incredible. Like, it just looked like art throughout the whole film. Like, the scene we see it in the trailer when Orlok's hand is going across the city. I mean, whether that was done with a model or a tiny model or whatever, I don't know. But that was incredible. It just, yeah, it was so beautifully shot. Like the scene when Thomas is in the forest waiting for the carriage, when he's arriving to the castle, the way that scene is all shot, it just, yeah. My hat's off to everyone that worked on this film and had any kind of say or decision making with this film. I just thought it set out to do what it did. From the start, you knew what you was in for. Like, the opening scene was, you knew what to expect, but it didn't help prepare you whatsoever. It just, yeah. I am happy I waited though. I think if I saw it on open night in like a packed, I saw it in IMAX. If I saw it in like a packed IMAX theater, I don't know how I would have coped. But like I said, it was like me and my dad and like 4 other people. So, but yeah, I'm in shock from it. Like, it hasn't really left my mind, to be honest. Like, I really look forward to watching it again. And yeah, I was anticipatory of it. And then especially like, well, it came out in America on Christmas Day, so obviously, and people that saw it earlier than that, all the reviews were coming in and everyone was just raving about it. Like, it's mad to think that it came out on Christmas Day to the public, and it was the highest or most popular horror film of 2024 on Letterboxd. Like, it had 2 weeks to do that, and it did, which to me is insane. Yeah, I don't know what else to say to me. I feel like I've said my piece. I loved it. Gave it a 5 out of 5 on Letterboxd. Um, like I don't know. My brother's like negative about it was that some of the, like, he felt like it was weird in places, but having watched The Lighthouse and the trailers and seeing the old Nosferatu and stuff like that, I kind of knew what I was in for, and nothing really. I wouldn't say it was overly weird. Like, the ending is a bit weird. I can see how people see that, but I wouldn't say it kind of, like, there's some films like Poor Things, and there's a couple other select films where I've kind of come away from it being like, how on earth have they thought about, like, how on earth has someone's brain thought about making that reality and stuff. But I didn't really feel that with this. But again, that's because I've kind of had a bit of homework. But yeah, so that's my review and thoughts of Nosferatu. I loved it. As I said, I haven't really heard a bad thing about it, to be honest. So, kind of, if you haven't seen it, I'd recommend it. If you're not a horror person, maybe wait and then watch it. I wouldn't say it's like, that's the thing. It made me like scared and uncomfortable, but really after the opening scene, there's a jump scare in the first 5 minutes, but after that, I'd never jumped or anything. I just felt uncomfortable. Like I said, like, my eyes were on the screen, but part of me was like, no, I don't want to. So yeah, it did its job, and I think it was executed perfectly. And I look forward to whatever Robert Eggers does next. And I mean, Nicholas Hoult is on a great run at the moment, and he's a great actor, and everyone in this cast is incredible. For like, Emma Corrin was good as well. I haven't spoken about her. She was really good. yeah, just my hat is off to everyone that was a part of this film. It seems like it was a lot of work behind it, but in my opinion, it was completely worth it. So yeah, there's my review for Nosferatu. I'm currently filming this on the 10th. I'm seeing Baby Girl tonight, so tomorrow there will be my review for Baby Girl out, hopefully. So yeah, keep an eye out for that. But yeah, there's my piece on Nosferatu. Let me know in the comments whether you have seen it, what you thought of it. If you haven't, are you looking forward to it? Are you going to see it in the cinema? All of that. And yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video.